So I'll start now. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon if you are joining from China. My name is Alessio Petino. I'm the Knowledge Coordinator of the EU SME Center in Beijing. It's a great pleasure to be here today and to host this event that we are co-organizing together with China Britain Business Council. If you can go to the next slide, please. So today's webinar is about green manufacturing. Of course, it's an extremely important topic considering China's commitment to carbon neutrality and carbon peak and carbon neutrality. So today's event will be divided into two main parts. In the first part, we will have a presentation about China's main policy and market opportunities in low carbon industries, of course, under the big commitments of carbon peak and carbon neutrality, while the second part will be a specific case study of a very interesting company active in China. And then there will be a Q&A session at the end, during which you can ask all questions about the presentation. Next slide, please. Before starting, I would like to spend a couple of minutes at the USME Center. For those of you who don't know us, the USME Center is a project funded by the EU Commission. It has been around for 12 years already, and the current phase will be will last until this year in March, but there will be a new phase to follow. So the USME Center is a project that helps European small and medium enterprises to get ready to do business with China, and of course to grow with China related businesses. We are implemented by a consortium of 5 chambers of commerce and business organizations, which you can find on the bottom, and CBBC is one of them. We partner up with a lot of organizations and from government, business, and we have a physical office in Beijing, which is where I'm based now. Next slide, please. Very briefly, we provide 4 main services. The first one is the knowledge centers, what we call knowledge center. Basically, we write reports or guidelines or case studies on specific sectors or cross-cutting issues. All free of charge, available on our website. Second service is what we call advice center. Basically, we have a team of experts which can answer any questions, also technical questions and very detailed questions about any aspects of doing business with China. For instance, what standards should I follow to be compliant, or how is the testing of a certain product conducted, which specification I should refer to, and so on. Training center, basically we organize workshops, webinars like the one we're doing today on different topics, of course. And last, we have an advocacy platform through which we try to disseminate information on new regulations or drafts for comments and so on. Next slide, please. I would like to give a very quick overview of what's coming next for us. Of course, we have a lot of events, as I mentioned, not all related to the topic we are covering today, but here I just included a list of what's coming this week and next week. You'll see different sectors from cross-cutting issues such as trade fair, but also food and drink, or retail, or fashion, and so on. Actually, green manufacturing, we have been very active in this area. We have organized a webinar series on water, urban water management, wastewater recycling, and so on, but also green building. And all these webinars recordings can be seen on our YouTube channel and also on our website for free, of course. We've also done a report on water, in particular digitalization and circular economy within the water sector. Again, we also have FAQs, frequently asked questions, Ask the Experts, which is basically our expert hotline. And here are the links if you're interested. So I invite you to go to our website, learn our services, and get in touch with us for anything. Next slide, please. No, this will be for the end. so yeah, I will stop here and I will give the floor to Mr. Mark Xu from CBC. Who will then we will move into the webinar today. Thank you all for being here, and thanks, and look forward to see you in other events.
Thank you, Alessio. Hello, everybody. This is Mark from the China Britain Business Council, and I'm also based here in Beijing, about 2 kilometers away from Alessio. And just before I introduce our speakers for today, if any of you do have any questions, please write them down in the Q&A box at the bottom of your screen, and we'll select some questions at the end of this webinar. So, moving on to our first speaker, Ms. Yao Lingling, Head of International Affairs at the Green Partnership of Industrial Parks. Lingling once worked as a senior political officer at Greenpeace and has over 8 years of experience in international cooperation in the environmental, climate change, and sustainable consumption sectors. Lingling's presentation today will focus on China's policies and efforts on low carbon and carbon reduction, and challenges and opportunities for international companies incorporating with Chinese industrial parks in this field. Welcome, Lingling.
Thanks, Mark, and thanks to Alyssa. Thank you for inviting us to give this sharing today. And I'm Yao Lingling from Green Partnership of Industrial Parks in China. And today, I'm quite glad to share with you the key policies and these cooperation opportunities in China in the big context of carbon peak and our carbon neutrality. So I hope that you are highly welcome to raise up your questions after my sharing. Yeah. So I think it's okay. It's I think showing this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So today I would like to share with you in 3 key parts. First, I like to share an overview about those policies related to the low carbon and how about the efforts from those multi-stakeholders in China. And the second part is about the challenges and the opportunities in achieving the carbon peak and carbon neutrality goals in China. And the third will be come to the context of industrial parks in China. This is also my partnership or my organization mainly works on. So I hope that you will have a clear understanding or picture of what you may do or the opportunities lie in the industrial parks. Okay. So about the policies in China. So we know that in the current global context, we know that the climate change has become quite an urgent issue and a common concern of the whole world and the global community. So we know that the China has been quite actively worked with the countries of the world, like we have the high-level dialogue with EU, with the other leaders of the countries of the world. And we know that just last year in November 2021, the COP26 in Glasgow, UK. So lots of the countries have made the commitments about this net zero target. So we know that we have to start and to work together to combat the climate change. Yeah, and we also know that there's climate change issues, and that is quite in line with the USDGs by contributing to those SDG goals here, like clean energy, like industrial innovation, infrastructure, and they also that needs the partnerships at different levels, especially during this post-pandemic era. And so, as you all know that just in 2020, the President Xi Jinping has quite officially come up with our carbon targets. at the UN General Assembly. That is the carbon emission peak before 2013 and the carbon neutrality before 2060. Yeah. So talking about this, the key policies on low carbon, on climate change in China, I think this policy framework, we will call it 1+N policy framework, that this is the one that all of us may pay attention to, or yeah, because these are the national directives for achieving these carbon emission goals. So what does it mean, 1+N? So 1 means the working guidance. Actually, that is the about the overarching principles. That means relating to this carbon actions. So this is the overarching ones. And by giving the guidance about the carbon actions in China, and it means that centering around that, different actions from all different sectors like energy, industry, infrastructure, as well as other policy or areas. So different policies and specific national action plans will be worked out centered around this working guidance. So currently, when we mention these carbon actions or carbon efforts in China, so these two documents are the key docs here. So the working guidance and the action plan for carbon dioxide peaking before 2030. So these are the first two, and then you will notice more action plans. So I write in here, some more policy and action plans will be listed afterwards, right? Yeah. And as you can see here, I've listed the link of this full text of these two documents. If you are interested, you could check for them. And here, about the targets in this working guidances, that is quite clear. As you can see, there are two targets that I want to share here. Here is the share of non-fossil energy consumption and the carbon dioxide emission per unit of GDP. So these are two targets. Like you can see, we have set up different goals or indicators in three phases: by 2025 and by 2030, by 2060. Yeah. And here I've just listed the 10 priorities in these two documents here. So you could notice here. Yeah, wait just a minute. Sorry. Yeah. So maybe that is more or closely to us, like here, like strengthen the research and promotion and application of major green and low carbon technologies, and improve the level of green and low carbon development, opening up to the outside work, and also about improve the policy systems related to investment, finance, fiscal, tax, etc. here. And so also in this action plan, before 2030, you could see that the carbon peak action industrial sectors, the urban rural constructions, the circular economy, all of these areas have been mentioned and highlighted in this documents as the priorities here. Yeah. So after introducing these two documents and give you big picture of this 1+N policy framework, I like to also share some policies and actions from different parties like ministries, those key industries, and even those local governments, right? So one thing I want to mention is that, you know, that for different ministries in the central government, they have different, of course, those functional roles, like as you can see here. For example, the NDRC actually at the very beginning has produce the general plan and lead in the general coordination. And by in 2018, you may know or not that actually there are some function change or transformation between the ministries, like the climate change issue has been transferred from the NDRC to MEE. That means that both these ministries are the leading ministries that promote and facilitate this climate change issues. And especially the carbon emission trading management policies, actually this is mainly facilitated by the MEE, and also as you can see here about the MIIT here. So those work like implement industrial low carbon actions and green manufacturing projects. So this is within the work of the MIIT. And another ministry I want to share with you is that MOFCOM, because the foreign trade and the foreign investment issues, these are all fall into the category of the administration of this MOFCOM. And even about this national economic development zones development. So this NET disease development zones, the green parks, are also under the this MOFCOM, this ministry. Yeah. And we also noticed that actually different provinces have already stepped forward to the carbon targets. Like you can see that they have worked out different those action plans and those promotion regulations. And I want to mention that actually Tianjin, Tianjin city, actually it is the first to come up with the promotion regulations, and Shanghai is also taken later in coming up with the quite clear timeline of achieving the carbon neutrality here. And about this low carbon efforts, yeah, I have some points to share. Is that you may notice that actually lots of work have been quite related to the green development of industrial parks. As you can see, NDRC, MEE, MIIT, MOFCOM, most. So all of these ministries have mentioned how to promote the green development at the industrial parks levels, like building the green industrial demonstration base, and like to promote the cooperation, the international cooperation between the industrial parks, like the smart parks construction. So so from this we could notice that the industrial parks will play a quite important role in achieving these carbon targets in China. And of course, those both these national enterprises and foreign enterprises, they have already, compared with other types of enterprises, taken lead and taking lead and step forward. Well, yeah, earlier than other enterprises. Yeah, because as you may understand, take the multinational enterprises as an example, they could have a big impact at the global level. Yeah, and even their own actions, but may bring this a change, the positive change to the whole supply chain. So we see that they have take actions, and they have made the impacts on other parts supply chain. Yeah, so the above is the general picture of the key policies in China and the efforts and or what different stakeholders have done around this. So next, I want to discuss, also communicate with you about the challenge and opportunity in achieving these goals. So first, we need to admit that in China, yes, we come up with this ambitious carbon peak and the carbon neutrality goals. Yeah, we should also admit that. So the industrial sector, so we know that the carbon emission in industrial sector is relatively high here because the economic growth rate is still higher than that in developed countries. And so that means that the energy demand has not yet reached its peak. So we know that the period from peaking to the neutrality is just only 30 years. So so compared with that in a lot of developed countries, so this is quite ambitious. So that means that it's also challenging and that takes a lot of efforts. And another one is that we know that in China currently the power supply structure is still dominated by coal. So that means that we need to work harder on this. So as you can see some numbers here, the thermal power accounted for 72% of the China's power generation in 2019, and carbon emissions in the power sector accounted for more than 30% of the total carbon emissions in China. And there is also difficulty or problem in the supply and the demand of these renewable energies. That means that we need to solve the, we need to find solutions for the problem of spatial mismatch, which needs to technically promote the development of UHV, distributed energy storage, and peak shaving technologies. So all of this needs innovation and reform. Yeah. So although with these challenges in the big context, we see the potentials and the great possibilities for achieving these goals. So we here in this slide, I have this carbon emission analysis in different key actors. So we listed some members here. So we know that now for the energy sector, China has been leading in photovoltaic industry, accounting for 45% of the global installed capacities. Yeah, and we know that the installed capacity of wind power also accounting for about 35% of the global production capacity. Yeah, and we know that in this heavy industries, the production capacity of inefficient those heavy industry will be replaced with stricter standards here, right? So we know that lots of efforts have made, and we have some advantages in the renewable energies. So here, and then based on this, so what kind of opportunities lie in this context? So here we would like to share with you five directions. So about this development opportunities. So the first one is by achieving the carbon neutrality. So 5 strategies. So some opportunities lie in this 5 strategies. So here also some numbers for you here. So it is estimated that the total capital demand for realizing the vision of carbon neutrality by 2060 will reach about 139 trillion yuan. and for the carbon neutrality that it's expected to bring more than 180 trillion yuan in green finance investment. So these are the big numbers. That means that this will be a huge market and the big potentials lying here. And centering around this neutrality, so we see that these different sectors or fields that we may work on to find this the opportunities here, like sustainable energy consumption and the decarbonization in power sectors, electrification of end-use energy sectors, the low carbon conversion of non-electric fuels and negative emissions technologies here. And another one is about the renewable energy. So we know that the renewable energy give us the quite positive solutions for our future. Yeah, at the same time, but we need to solve this we could say the unstable factors about these energies. So, like for example, or we could say to achieve a high proportion of this new energy consumption, we may need to think about how to deal with the flexible power generation, to improve power grid infrastructure, demand side response, and deployment of energy storage technology. Yeah. So I want to elaborate this due to the time limitation here. So the third one is about the new infrastructure investment. So so as you can see here, so we'll list the industrial field, the transportation field, the construction field, the energy fields. So all this field kind of related to the infrastructures. So as you can see in the first one, the industrial field. So the application of the technology such as G+ industry internet may greatly improve the emission reduction potential in the industrial field. And for the transportation field, with the greening and the low carbonization of the power structure, the peak carbon emissions of road traffic will be advanced to 2030. And in the construction field, like BIM plus 80, will greatly promote the intelligent management and operation of the buildings, like etc. here. And the fourth is about the green technology innovation. The green technologies are highly needed for our solutions, right? So continue to increase the research and development or demonstration of this technology. They could include the hydrogen power, hydrogen energy, biofuels, CCUS, and nuclear energy, and energy storage. So all of this are the key directions for us to work towards for the innovation. And the fifth one is the actually this is more about the low carbon transition in the whole the industrial sectors, like highlighted here, like in urban construction, urban development, to control urban greenhouse gas emissions, to promote clean, low carbon, safe and efficient use of energy, and further promote green and low carbon transformation. Right, and how about we build a new smart city, build a digital and intelligent management platform such as the urban data brain. So all of this give us this space and potentials to think about and to work towards, right? Okay, so the above are some challenges and these opportunities that we could see centered around these carbon targets. So of course, not limited to this. So, but we could say a start and think more about this together, and to put all of this into the actual applications. Right. And then, just as I've mentioned that in China, the industrial parks actually could play a key role or in the carbon reduction, carbon emission reductions. So I like to share with you about the general situation of the industrial parks in China. And of course, this is also what my organization has been focused on in the past 10 years. So we hope that this specific info will be helpful for you and to find the quite clear directions for you to coming into the China's markets. Yeah. So here, so as you can see, according to the UN statistics here, so in this is a number I think in 2019. So here, by the UNCTAD, we have China, we have 2,543 development zones here. Yeah, so, and you can notice that according to the UN World Investment Report 2019. So this 2,543 development zones, they account for nearly 50% of the total number of the special economic zones in the world. And at the same time, more than 200 economic and trade cooperation zones abroad. Yeah. So next, about the industrial parks or different zones in China. So I have give you some key categories here. As you can see, about NET disease, economic and technology, about the high-tech industrial development zones, different types of development zones in China, and they are under the supervision and management of different ministries of the Chinese government here. So, and talking about I think the key points, the important parts of the development zone, that is about the national economic and technological development zones in China. So here, as you can see in the map, by 2021, we have 230 NET disease. So I like to mention it as NET disease, yeah, shortly for convenience here. So in China, 230. And one point worth mentioning that you could see the contribution and the important roles of them. So they contribute to 11% of the total GDP with only 0.32% of the total area. So you could see the contributions they have made to the economic growth. And of course, at the same time, yeah, they also need to take efforts about the carbon reduction carbon emission reductions here. And here, so actually for each year, the ministry will organize an official ranking of this NET disease. And I want to mention that NET disease is under the administration of the MOFCOM, Ministry of Commerce. So I have listed the top 30 NET disease here by the ranking of 2020. If you are interested, I would like to share with you about all of this list afterwards. Here, so as you can see, the first 5, Suzhou. I think the Suzhou is quite famous because they we call it Suzhou Industrial Park SIP, SIP, actually have many best practices and have been shared. I know that within the global community, and also the second Guangzhou, Tianjin, Beijing, and Kunshan here. Okay, so just now I mentioned that for each year, the MOFCOM, the Ministry of Commerce, organized the evaluation and give the ranking for all of these 230 NET disease here. So here, as you can see, this is the index and indicators in this evaluation. So here, as you can see, there are 5 categories about opening out to the outside world, development qualities, green development, technological innovation, overall coordination. So these are the 5 categories to evaluate this NET disease. And what is worth mentioning is that just in 2021, because the government give high priority to the carbon emission reduction work. So 2 indicators, like as you can say, 14 and 16, these 2 indicators related to the carbon dioxide have been newly added into the green development category. So that means that this NET disease, these development zones, during their development, they must take this carbon emission reduction work, into consideration, highly considered. So that means that they need help and solutions here. And for this, I won't illustrate in details, like you can say about their contributions to the export-import here and here. For how about this key industries in the NET disease, like you can say, mainly the collaterals for manufacturing and producer services, right? And here including electronics, automobile equipment manufacturing, new energy, new materials, etc. here. And just in according to the statistics in 2017, the added value here, also the surface industry here, the tertiary industry, so of 2.8 trillion yuan. So a year-on-year increase of 17.3%, accounting for 31.2% of the total GDP of NET disease. So about the green development of this industrial parks. So this demonstration pilots or projects are quite necessary to mention here. So as you can see, to encourage the green development or comprehensive development of the industrial parks, different ministries, like you can see here, MEE, MOFCOM, NDRC, MIIT here. So actually they have organized the different evaluations about the different parks, or we call it the demonstration pilot parks here. So the first one, national eco-industrial demonstration park, and it's more about to measure the resource energy utilization, efficiency, waste, and the pollutant emission reductions. And the second one is recycling transformation demonstration pilot part. And this is to measure the reduction, reuse, and resource utilization level of the circular economy and construction of the circular economy industrial chain. And third one's the low carbon industrial park pilots. This is to measure the carbon productivity, industrial carbon emission, and greenhouse gas emissions. So different focuses here, and the fourth is the green parks. Yeah, this is to, sorry, here is missed, missed here, right? That should be MIT here. Yeah, to evaluate the green level of the parks at the aspects of energy utilization, resource utilization, infrastructure, industrial development, etc. here. So these are quite important because we know that lots of those multinational enterprises, when they have the factories in China at different industrial parks, and they need to be more clear about the standard, the requirements for the green development of the parks here, so that they could have the direction about what they should do to working on this carbon emission reduction, right? And we know that to encourage the green development. So actually different development zones, this AETDs, actually they have provided or offered the supporting policies to the industries, to the industrial parks. You may see that this may not the quite huge number or a huge amount of money here, but this is a big signal that the government or the AETDs actually highly encourage the you could say the green efforts here, like green design products, green manufacturing here, and yeah, so you could see, yeah, for the startups or for the foreign enterprises who are in these industrial parks, they could apply for such kind of rewards and get the subsidies here, right? Yeah, and another another one about this slice. So actually, my organization, the Green Partnership of Industrial Parks in China, actually our secretary that is called Tidal Eco Center. So during past 10 years, we're mainly working on the low carbon work. So that means that we are often invited by the industrial parks to give consultancy for the action plans on low carbon. So based on the general and actual situations, we gave the 4 dimensions of the green development path to them. So I hope that, so based on this, yeah, you could also find this the cooperation directions that is quite in line with the general green development of these parks here. So the first one is about the low carbon green industry system. And the second aspect is about the clean energy utilization system. And third is a comprehensive utilization system of waste resources. And the fourth is about the smart management innovation systems. So lots of work, no matter solution, the technologies or comprehensive systematic solutions are highly needed at the industrial parks. So they need the solution providers, they need the professionalisms here. Yeah, so I hope that you could also find the implications and the key points for the market at this industrial parks, right? And there is a survey that we have just conducted last year in 2021. So because we know that to identify the real needs and the specific needs from the entities are quite important, because for my organization, we want to bring the real needs to the solution providers. So last year we carry out this survey, and we find some answers from this question parts. Yeah, these are the feedbacks from the 30 NET disease of China. Yeah. So first one is what will be needed for the new green park construction. As you can see, this first three fields. Yeah. For the host, if I am lengthy, please just remind me. Okay, so the time is okay, right? Okay, I will be quick. So yeah. All right. So later I would like to share with you the slides, so you could see the different needs and quite specifically from the NET disease perspective here. And you can say even the country preference for them to cooperate from these 30 zones, and their technology introduction application needs here, right? Yeah, and then come at the end, coming to what my organization do. So just some background here so that you could have a clear picture. Yeah, here. So we are a green partnership of industrial parks in China. Actually, this is a partnership with the guidance and the support of the Ministry of Commerce, right? And it was jointly initiated on August 2016 by 36 leading NET diseases in China, which all have made outstanding achievements in green development upgradings, right? And as a collaborative platforms for all 230 entities of China, so we have been working towards the economic growth and environmental protection to facilitate the green transition, high quality development for NET disease, as well as international cooperation between the industrial parks. So we hope that by bridging, so we could provide this quite actual help for no matter the industrial parks and the foreign enterprises. So here you can see the 5 key function roles of our partnerships. So the first one, the info exchange and management. So like today, so I have been here to share with you about the situation in China, and actually we have organized and cooperated with different partners to share more info to no matter the industrial parts and the foreign friends. And the second one is to carry out the research and studies on the green development industrial parks, and third, to promote the international collaboration and the green innovation, and then to facilitate the green technology innovation application, and then to also promote the green financing here. So I hope that my sharing today will have some help for you and analysts to give you some understanding about the situation in China. Yeah. And also, we warmly welcome that you could join our this World Green Technology competitions here. So here are some contacts, because I think this competition, we may find some market opportunities in this industrial parks of China, right? Yeah. So here, last, I want to quote from Xie Zhenhua, China's Special Envoy for Climate Change Affairs. So, driven by policy and actions of various countries to achieve green recovery in response to climate change, the world will usher in a green and low carbon technology revolution and industrial transformation, where there are great investment market opportunities. So thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please just contact EU SME Centers, VBC, or us. Right. Thank you. Yeah, that's all today. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Ling, for that very informative presentation. I understand time is slightly short. There's a lot of information to be shared, but thanks for that information. And as Ling said, if you would like more information, please do get in touch with the USME Center, CBBC, or the Green Partnership directly. Moving on to our next speaker, Mr. Jing Xie, who is the sales manager of Modern Water for North China. Jing has a master's degree in environmental engineering and has extensive sales experience in channel management in multiple industrial sectors. Jing's presentation today is on Modern Water's growth strategy and experience in China, which hopefully will be a good case study for today's audiences. Over to you, Jing.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Okay, can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Jing.
Yeah, okay. Now let's begin. Hello, everyone. I'm Jin from Modern Water. First of all, it's my great honor to be invited by CBBC to attend this event. The topic of my share is about Modern Water's experience in China. Next, let's watch a short film about Modern Water.
Hello, I'm a drop of water. A talking drop of water, actually. And I've got some amazing stories for you. You see, I've been around for over 5 billion years. I've seen the dinosaurs come and go. I've lived through ice ages, since like before human beings even existed. Speaking of human beings, do you realize I've been in the body of every person on this planet? That's right, black, white, Christian, Muslim, you name it. I've been there, flowing through them. I can tell you stories you won't believe. Stories about where I've been, who I've been with, where they've been, what they had to eat or drink, and about all those diseases, parasites, pollutants, and pathogens that might be lurking, threatening the world we live in. But here's the thing. To really understand my story, you first need to get your head around a different language. A language that crosses every border. A language that's common to every person, every animal, every plant. The language of water. My language. And now Modern Water has come up with a solution to translate my language into words that everyone can understand. It uses new technologies that no one has ever seen before. And it's like having a dictionary that translates the language of water into that sciencey database language that many of you guys love to use. Modern Water can uncover the stories that me and trillions of others just like me are carrying around the earth every day. Especially my pals in the wastewater business. Stories that can tell you about the health of the people and the environment anywhere in the world. And the best part is, Modern Water can do it in real time. That means governments and other people in charge can find out what's happening in the water environment right now and do something about it to make us safer today. All it takes is a dream to change things and a little drop of help from Modern Water. Modern Water. There's a story in every drop.
Okay. A drop of water. Modern Water's aim is provide leading water treatment and water monitoring technologies. Okay, there are two parts about my share. The first one is about Modern Water. Modern Water was founded in 2007. Our current business in China mainly consists of two divisions, membrane division and monitoring division. And we have hundreds of patents of related water. Like this, both our two divisions are about water. Monitoring division focus on pollutants in the environment, and the membrane division advanced in seawater desalination. Modern water officially entered China in 2013 and set up WOF in Shanghai. This is our office pictures. And then we set up JV in Zhejiang, Changxing. This is our JV's picture. This timeline is our company's memorabilia. The topic half is about membrane division, and the bottom half is about monitoring division. The membrane division established the world's first desalination pilot project in Djibouti in 2009. And in 2012, we designed and installed the world's first commercial operation of forward osmosis desalination plant in Oman. After entering China, we built the sea water desalination base in Zhejiang, Shengsi in 2017. Before modern water officially entered China, environmental monitoring division has worked with Sichuan province and the Beijing Olympic Games in 2008. After officially set up WOF in Shanghai in 2013, we started business with various of companies and institutes, such as South to North water diversion project from 2016, and the China National Petroleum Corporation started 2018. In 2021, Modern Water, associated in the EPA in Sichuan, hold the competitor of environmental monitoring in Sichuan environment system. In 2020, we joined Deep Road, a UK-based environmental and life science AI company. The acquisition has enabled Modern Water to increase its manufacturing capacity to meet the growing demand for water monitoring equipment. In 2011, we completed the acquisition of SDI, which has a history over 60 years, and Cogent, which has a history of 40 years. After that, Modern Water has built the key technical platform, bioluminescence. This is a technique based on luminous bacteria, and the toxicity of water is reflected in the relative luminescence intensity of the bacteria. Voltammetry. Voltammetry, this is a method of measuring trace amount of heavy metal. The last one, rapid immunoassay test. This is for detection of pollution in the environment by immunoassay method. Using these three technical platforms, our products have been widely recognized in various of industry. This is our bioluminescence platform. There are three application aspects: laboratory, portable, and online instrument. What's more, we have a database for 2,700 pollutants. Due to our leading position in the field of toxicity testing, microtox has become a symbol in environmental industry. This slide is about our voltammetry platform. Using this technique, 24 heavy metal can be measured to the parts per billion. The products used widely of Chinese customers. This is some pictures for our online instrument installed at China users. And these two pictures was shooted in Shanghai. Besides China, Modern Water business have sold in over 60 countries worldwide. After years of hard work, we had received a lot of recognition all over the world. Like in September 2021, we got 2021 China Social Impact Awards. And in May 2020, we got winner of Scientific Instrument Excellent New Product in China. Next is about monitoring market in China. China has made a strong commitment to environmental protection in the 13th Five-Year Plan. The environmental monitoring market in China is highly active and also competitive. The projection of total market value is about $1.5 billion, with about 13,000 monitoring units sold per year. 33% of them are water quality analyzers. And there are two major issues with Chinese water resource now: pollution and water scarcity. China is a big country and has a lot of water resource. Unfortunately, many water courses, lakes, and coastal water are polluted as a result of some industry like agriculture, industrial, domestic discharge. Secondly, China has a very low water resource per capita, only about 1/4 of the world average. Modern Water is a pioneering and innovative technology company, specialized in the membrane water treatment solution and advanced monitoring products. Our two divisions plays different roles in solving water scarcity issue. Our company's strengths are a preferred match for Chinese problem. In 2012, China set a huge fund to fight pollution. That brings a good signal for us. It means the market of water quality industry will increase. This slide shows some domestic standards and some information related to standards. Related institutions are more willing to communicate with various of manufacturers because before established standards, as long as the technical method meet or exceed the standards requirement that can be applied widely. For example, in 2008, after Wenchuan earthquake, the local water sources were polluted by the earthquake, and there was an urgent need to determine the safety of water. The local government cooperated with us to quickly ensure the safety of drinking water for tens of millions of people. In the cadmium incident in Guangxi in 2012, we worked with the local government to ensure the water safety for more than 3 million people in Liuzhou. Chinese EPA in every region have been Modern Water's biggest customer group since we entered Chinese markets. The local EPA has environmental monitoring center in every city, and their labs are equipped with our LX and FX for water quality testing and emergency response. Drinking water plants also buy our portable instrument, as acute toxicity is a critical parameter during water supply. We have also sold a lot of FX and SRB kits to local oil or gas companies. Their applications include the toxicity testing of drinking fluid and the corrosion control study. They are part of our domestic users. So far, we have worked with hundreds of programs and agencies to ensure local water security. I think these aspects are very important to us during our years in Chinese market. First of all, the environmental industry is closely related to policy, and our development cannot be spared with Chinese policy. Second, the platform. Some commercial platforms like CBBC help us get market information more efficiently and organize events to promote, communicate with related industry. Next, the government. The government gave us a lot of support, like DIT. They give us a direct channel of communication with Chinese government. The last one, localization. As we all know, China is a special market and have so many very convenient tools, such as widget, QR code, and so on. On the right pictures is our small program based on widget. And the local distributors can also help us. In 2005, Professor Xi proposed that clean water and the green mountain are as good as mountains of gold and silver. With the development of Chinese economy, environment issue has never been ignored, especially after China set a double carbon target this year. We believe there will be a new round of growth in the environment industry. Therefore, Modern Water has increased its investment and layout in China in the past 2 years, hoping to achieve greater achievement under the new background. This is QR code and the official website of our company and my email. You can contact me anytime if you have any questions. We are looking forward to cooperation with you, and we are willing to work with you to come up with new application solutions. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jing. Thanks for your sharing of Modern Water's business strategy and model here in China, and how you grasp those opportunities when they arise. We have one question in our question box. Which opportunities are there for SMEs in Europe to get in contact with partners in China, i.e. R&D projects and energy? Not sure who's this question directed to, but Ling Ling, would you want to? Yeah, I think it's mainly a question asking what opportunities are there in China for SMEs.
Sorry. My RD projects. So just a thanks for your questions. Because due to the time limitation, actually, just at the very ending of my speaking, I haven't talked a lot about about our partnerships or the specific situations in China here. So so first I want to say that we know that the green technologies here are still needed or highly needed. Yeah, so I hope that for you, yeah, for you, if you have those great technology that want to come into the China, so come to us. We could bridge and match with the right partners for you. And then as the other aspect actually about our survey, actually, yeah, we have asked the specific intentions from industrial parks about the cooperation patterns, yeah, from their perspective. Actually, they welcome different ways for the SMEs from the foreign countries to work together, like welcome, for example, welcome you directly settle down, coming to the industrial parks together, and also you could maybe to work with the universities or research institutes directly. Yes, so these are all the ways or approach. Yeah, and for us, yes, yeah. Thanks for your question. Yeah. Yeah, we think that first, you are warmly welcomed to contact us. I think, yeah, that's one of the options. So because for our partnerships, within this partnership, we reached all this, actually not only this NET disease, but also the development zones in China, across the whole China. Yeah, because during the past 10 years, we'll be in close contact with them. And personally, for me, so yeah, I will share with you our email, yeah, to you, and for the communication. I hope that I have answered your questions here, right?
Yeah, thanks, Ling Ling. I mean, obviously, it's China is such a huge market, and it's probably very difficult for SMEs to have access to that information, opportunities, inquiries. So I would suggest you have a strong local partner. I mean, even looking at Modern Water, they have a presence out here in China. They have an office in Shanghai and here in North China, but they also utilize local partners, distributors. So, you know, if you're a business working out of Europe, it's very important to have a strong local partner, either, you know, an agent or distributor, or someone like the Green Partnership. You can identify those opportunities and facilitate those connections.
Hi, Mark. Let me add something.
Sure. Because
we have recently come across a case study of an SME from Denmark, very small company, and they started to work on a demonstration project in Nanjing, and now that project went very well. Now it evolved, and now this SME is working with Sinopec, with NPC, and actors like this. And I think when I was talking to them, of course, as you mentioned, you have to, you know, having a local partner is important. Someone who, you know, speaks the language, someone that knows, have connections with the authorities. But you can also make, you can start also make your own homeworks. For instance, I think it was clear from these presentations that anything you can do must be closely linked to China's political strategies, development plans, and you can already identify which priorities are there. You can analyze the plans. You can not only the plans, but also, you know, all the documents there. You can narrow down what is needed. Then maybe you can try to select which regions in China these problems are the most serious. For instance, for this company in Denmark, the wastewater, the groundwater issue was most serious in northeastern China and Jiangsu province. So they made a short list of potential locations, and then they went to approach the local authorities in these regions, of course with a local partner, until they managed to launch a demonstration project, like a pilot project that turned out to be a very successful one. And then again, it opened many doors for this company. So of course, again, to sum up, you have to have a local partner, but you can also start to have your own homeworks, identify what China needs, and then you can bring a solution, and also in which regions. These are our also understanding from the USME Center, and of course we can also we cooperate with a lot of agencies, and can also contact us eventually. We can try to see how we can help. That's it.
Thanks, Alessio. And there's one more question coming up about presentations. Yes. So after today's event, we'll share both speakers' presentations by email, I believe. So, and their contacts. So yes, we can share the presentations. Over to you, Alessio.
No, and I have nothing to say. I mean, maybe I mean, the recording of this webinar will also be available on our YouTube channel. We have an official YouTube channel where you can also watch all the previous recordings, previous webinars, and so it will be uploaded there maybe in a couple of days. And that's it. I would invite you to scan this QR code and to let us know your opinions about this event, and also other ideas for future webinars. And that's it. I have nothing to add. I would like to thank, of course, CBBC for organizing this with us, but also the speakers for the excellent presentations. And again, you can get in touch with them. Contacts will be in the emails or with us, and then we will introduce you. So that's it. Thank you very much, and see you next time, I guess.